Welcome to Masterpiece Tarot. My name is Tala. Here you'll find timeless messages to guide your soul's awakening. If you're here, trust. You're meant to be. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the videos. It shows your support and helps my channel grow. And thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel messages for the highest good of the collective. Okay, welcome in, everybody. I'm going to ask Spirit to bring us some messages. So, Spirit, what kind of message would you like to bring through? What kind of message? A message of guidance. Alrighty. Message of guidance from Spirit. All right, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for assisting me in bringing these messages through for the collective. We have an Emperor. All righty. Crossed by the Queen of Wands. So, a fire sign feminine. In the conscious space. The Father of Wands. Okay, so we got some counterparts here. The Mother and Father of Wands. And in the unconscious space, what's not being seen. An Eight of Cups. We see broken cups here on the bottom of the card. In the past, we have a Three of Swords. Something painful has happened in the past. Some type of betrayal. In the near future, got a Six of Cups. This is a soulmate connection. Okay. All right, I think this is a reading for an Emperor energy here. This is our main person. We're crossed by the Mother of Wands, or the Queen of Wands. We also have a Father of Wands here in the conscious space. What I'm getting is that this Mother and Father of Wands are like perhaps parental figures, or I know emperors are up there, but this could be like, this could also be a couple in the emperor's domain or something. It could be like, you know, a son and his wife, or, you know, something like that. A daughter and her wife, okay, just to be fair here. Yeah, we're going to get clarifiers, but those are the main people that I'm seeing here. There's some type of betrayal in the past. There's something about this betrayal that's not being seen. We've got a soulmate connection here in the near future. The Nine of Wands is how this Emperor is seeing themselves right now. Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior. It's also somebody who has been successful in some type of a struggle, like in some kind of endeavor. The energy in the environment is the Five of Swords. This is adversity and conflict. That kind of lines up with the Mother and Father of Wands in this deck with the snakes. Ace of Pentacles is the hope. Ace of Pentacles is the hope. And then we have a Nine of Cups on the road to the outcome. An Ace of Swords. And Judgment. Message of guidance. Okay. All right. Tell us, who's this Emperor here? Who are we getting guidance? Giving guidance to here, Spirit. Who's this Emperor? Who is this Emperor? Somebody who's been in recovery mode. They're resting, they're meditating. After a battle in which they were victorious. And now they're looking to expand. Looking at the horizon, looking to see if ships are coming in, looking to see where they might go next. This is who we're dealing with. This is somebody who's successful, this Emperor. You know, after some type of a, you know, victory lap here. Of course, it can be a little tiring, so there's always a period of rest. The Three of Wands, you know, normally would come before the Six. So it could be that, you know, he set out to do something here. Something came in for him, an opportunity, and he was successful at this opportunity. And now he's in recovery mode, looking for the next thing to do. Why is the Father of Wands crossing? Why is the Father of Wands crossing our Emperor who's been successful? Ace of Pentacles, an Ace of Wands, an Ace of Cups. Holy moly, I have never had, sorry you guys, I have never had 3 Pentacles come out like that before. That is totally nuts. I have never. Wow. Just wow. And you know what's not here is the sword. What's not here is the sword. Why would all of these new starts be an obstacle? You know what? This Father of Wands, maybe he's a hoarder. Maybe he's greedy. Maybe he doesn't want people to have a new start. In fact, not any kind of a new start. I don't know. He's in the crossing position. Hard to believe. Those are like incredible cards. Aces are about individuals, about, you know, one person, somebody receiving something on their own. You know, there's not an Ace of Swords here. I don't know if that has any bearing. I'd be so interested to hear how somebody else might interpret these cards. If you guys are seeing this and want to weigh in and tell me, because I'm a little stumped here. Like, this is significant, but I'm not quite sure why. Maybe we'll understand that here. Or maybe this is a father figure. Well, we've got the father figure with all these aces, and then we've got the emperor who's sort of above the father figure. There are 4 swords here. I don't know. That is a mystery. Definitely. All right, let's move on. What's with this Mother of Wands or the Queen of Wands? Fire sign feminine. Well, we have a 10 of Cups, a 5 of Cups, and a King of Wands. Yeah, we just had, this is the counterpart to the Queen. So he's out again here. And we have a diminishing cup. Or no, actually no, we have 10 cups and then we go to the 5 pentacles. Something was very happy, abundant, and then all of a sudden now it's cut in half. We've got 5 pentacles. People are out in the cold. And the King of Wands is looking at it here with the Mother of Wands or the Queen of Wands. Maybe they're taking some kind of a loss. Maybe they are abundant in love, less so in the pentacles. Maybe they don't have any idea what to do because I don't see any swords here. You know, swords are the mental. So maybe they're lacking in new ideas or something. But this is something that our Emperor is conscious of. Our Emperor is conscious of the state of affairs here. What is this 8 of Cups about here, Spirit? What's the 8 of Cups about? A Queen of Swords. A 7 of Wands. Somebody is defending themselves. They have a strong conviction this is the right thing to do. And then we go to the 8 of Wands. 7, 8, 8. So with the 8 of Cups, somebody's walking away. They're walking away because they know it's the right thing to do. They've got a strong conviction that they need to defend themselves and get away from whatever's behind them. They're walking away quickly. Now, I wonder if this has to do with this couple that the Emperor's not seeing. Not really, though, because these are wands. This is a King and Queen of Wands. We've got another King of Wands. This could be the counterpart to the King of Wands. It could be this Queen of Swords. Definitely. Who is walking away? Maybe this couple is walking away. I'm not sure, guys. Let's keep going. This is a bit of a mystery to me. Let's keep going here. All right, we got the 3 of Swords back here. We have a 7 of Cups, a 9 of Cups, and a 5 of Wands. Well, our Emperor had to make a choice in the recent past. It looks like he was maybe choosing somebody, one person. Not a couple, one person here. And there might have been a lot of competition for this position, for the Emperor's favor. And there's some winners and there's some losers. And, you know, not everybody's going to get picked, right? with all those choices there. As well, some of those choices, you know, the emperor might have picked wrong. I mean, you don't necessarily know what something's going to be necessarily from the get-go, from, you know, at the jump of it. It's sometimes there's risk involved when you make a choice. Sometimes that risk leads to heartache and heartbreak. It's just part of taking risks. Sometimes it pays off, and other times you end up paying for it. Okay. This is such an interesting energy. It's like a real mystery here. So you guys are probably like, I forget sometimes that I'm making videos. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's keep going here. I'm just trying to understand it. All right. So we've got a 6 of Cups in the future. This is a soulmate. This is a soulmate connection here with the Queen of Wands. World. Closing out. Yeah, there goes the Fool right after the World. That is just 21 to the 0. That's the end of the cycle and the beginning of the cycle. Yep. Okay. Soulmates. Past life soulmates. There is something here in the near future with the Queen of Wands where there is achievement, the closing out of a cycle and a new beginning. We see the Queen of Wands right here in the Emperor's conscious space. This is somebody he's thinking about. This is somebody that he knows. And, you know, there's this kind of dualistic energy here with the Queen of Wands. On the one hand, there's a 10 of Cups. On the other hand, there's this lack being left out in the cold. And the King of Wands is the counterpart to the Queen of Wands. The Emperor is seeing that something has happened over time where something for this King and Queen of Wands has diminished, but I might be reading it wrong. It might go in the other direction. Perhaps something has increased, but I'm not really getting that. And part of the reason I'm not getting that is because there's this 3 of Swords in the background. I mean, in the past. So this is in the conscious space here. You know what I'm getting? Yeah, this King of Wands, the King of Wands, there he is again, you guys. I can't believe these cards. There he is again. He's hoarding these aces. And the Emperor is like, no. No. You're not going to hoard new starts. You're not going to deny new starts. And we have 3 of them. We have enough to be fair. Why wouldn't we be fair? I think that's what the Emperor is saying. The Emperor is victorious. Has formulated some kind of a plan. He's been successful. He's thinking about, now that I've been successful, what's next, you know. And as he's thinking about and formulating this plan, he's being blocked by this King of Wands. And the King of Wands is somebody who does stuff. He's passionate. All right. And in the crossing position, it could be that this Father of Wands, there's an energetic block that he's bringing into the Emperor's field. The Emperor's trying to figure out, he's trying to integrate, rest, and maybe figure out what's next. And there's some energetic block to all of these new starts, all of this abundance. And the Emperor is like, I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, so again, in the unconscious space, yeah, the Emperor, yeah. I think the Emperor, maybe he hasn't taken this action yet. Maybe he hasn't actually cut off whatever he needs to. You know, maybe he hasn't completely walked away yet. He sees that some cups are broken. He knows, or he believes, you know, in what he's seeing and what he's understanding to be true. He's strong. He's defending himself, his position. There have maybe been messages coming in about this. There could be something happening very quickly as well, you know, and sort of moving toward this cutting off, walking away motion. And in the near future, this is where it actually happens. The Queen of Wands, there's a closing out of some cycle with the Queen of Wands. And, you know, she's looking away from the soulmates. Okay, they're over here in this card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And the two of them, both the World and the Fool, which go together, it's the ending and the new beginning, are looking at both the Queen of Wands and the soulmates. She is disconnected. She's the one, she's out. There's something energetically here. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. Because she's up here. Here's her partner. Yeah, they've had some kind of diminishment here with the 10 to the 5. Here, the King of Wands is, I think, hoarding these stuff. I don't know how else to read this. I've never seen that before. It's so out of balance. I mean, it would be one thing if it wasn't blocking. It's like somebody's being greedy. They don't want to give it up or something. You know, here's all these resources in love and creativity and pentacles, but it's ours. It belongs to us. It's like that. It's like that energy. It feels like that to me. All right, and then, wrong cards. Here we go. Dropping them all. Doot, doot, doot. All right, and we're over here. I'm gonna shuffle these guys. Alrighty, 9 of Wands, clarify spirit. 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Whoa, 9 of Wands, clarifying 9 of Wands. and a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, got a lot of court cards out here. My goodness, so many. So many. Emperor is tired and strained from this, whatever's been going on. He's been working hard, you know, and there's this real sense of, I think, exhaustion. The Emperor has managed to keep a lot of stuff upright, but it's been hard work. But there is a sense of, you know, I've done it. This is happening, I've done it. And this Queen of Pentacles, this maybe represents sort of, you know, the fruits of his labor. This could also be the Emperor's partner, her wife. She could be looking on. She's appreciating this pentacle. Maybe he brought it to her. Maybe this is also part of what he's defending, is, you know, some kind of connection, some kind of a home, life, or something like this. What's the conflict about here in the environment? What is the conflict about in the environment? Judgment, an Ace of Swords, and the Lovers. There's that other ace. What am I getting? What am I getting? I think there's been competition in the environment for this new start. This new start could be, remember how we were saying over here the Emperor is going to make a choice? He's going to choose some single person because of this Nine of Cups for, I don't know, this endeavor that he's going to be doing. Well, here I'm seeing it. You know, maybe the Emperor is being divinely guided who to choose with the Lover's card. Who to choose, what to choose. Like with the Ace of Swords, it could be that this is a new business idea or a new plan or something. It can also be the truth. So maybe the Emperor is choosing something because it is authentic. It is the truth. It's real. It is truly divine, just like this angel blowing the trumpet here. Just like the angel in this card. We've got the truth and two angels on either side. This is actually kind of an interesting little spread here. Yeah. And this is very, like, harmonious. This is almost a divine arrangement of cards. This one is too, like the symmetry. But I almost feel like the harmonious nature of this, like this like when things are divinely, when there's symmetry, sometimes we associate that with like something divine, or of the light, and perhaps because of that there is jealousy. I don't know. It's kind of like, I think I was saying it in a read yesterday, but when somebody holds a lot of light, people respond in a really positive way, or they respond in not such a positive way. Like, it can be very polarizing. So that might be what's happening in the environment here. is there's this like polarization of the energies happening right now. So, I'm forgetting we're doing guidance here. So the Emperor is looking at making a choice here. The Ace of Pentacles, we have a King of Pentacles. So the Queen is out here, right there. We have a Four of Wands and a Three of Cups. This is the hope. It's hope. Well, this just looks really clear. There is a hope that this King of Pentacles with this Ace of Pentacles, who might be receiving an Ace of Pentacles, will be able to create this stable, secure home. And not only will he be able to create it, but it will be a place where people can celebrate, a time when people can celebrate, a reason to celebrate. You know? Yeah. I like these cards together. They're cool. That's the hope. I think that's the Emperor's hope. Maybe it's the King of Pentacles that came out later. Yeah, I think the King of Pentacles, listen, I think the Emperor is choosing a King, Queen of Pentacles, and a King of Pentacles. I do. I do. Alrighty, we're going to skip this Nine of Cups. We're going to go all the way to Judgment. So we already read on the Judgment. We already got one Judgment card. Let's get one more. And we'll wrap it all up. Here we go. The Empress. It's another earth sign. That's a Taurus. The Hanged Man. Water sign. It's a Pisces. And a Page of Wands. Alright. Judgment. This is the awakening. This is receiving divine guidance. I think after a period of waiting, this Empress receives some kind of message. Judgment. Like the divine is, like in the traditional card, the people that are standing there beneath the angel have their arms reached out and they are receiving their judgment, but they're really receiving, just receiving like the word of God, like they are receiving the divine, period. And you know, the Empress is the quintessential divine feminine here. Maybe our Page of Wands plays some important role in whatever's playing out here with this Emperor making this choice and all this. So maybe this Page of Wands plays some kind of pivotal role. And perhaps the Page of Wands has been in some type of a hanged man energy, you know, trying to